Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. Dear students, I am here with another model question paper of Kolar district. In this class, I am going to discuss answers of this question paper. Before going to jump into the question section, as usual, there is a request from my side. Still, if you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video. Now quickly start the session, children. So very first question, if A1, A2, A3, A4 are in arithmetic progression, then the common difference is, see here arithmetic progression is given in terms of A. We wanted to find common difference. See the options A2 minus A1, A1 minus A2. See A1 minus A2 doesn't give D value. Similarly A2 minus A3 never gives D value. And D option is also wrong because A3 minus A4 doesn't give the value of D. Hence, here the correct option is A, A2 minus A1. Option A is right. Next, let us see the second question, children. If nth term of an arithmetic progression is 3n plus 2, then its fifth term is. So, this kind of problem definitely will be there in the examination, children, because in all district question paper, this kind of problem is repeated. So options are 5, 10, 17, 12. So nth term is given. They are asking to find the fifth term. Hence in nth term, in 3n plus 2, in the place of n, substitute 5. So 3 5 is 15, 15 plus 2 is 17. So hence here the correct option is C. Let's see another problem. In the series 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus so on plus 43. If A20 equals to 43, then S20 is. Children, here they have given a series, that is 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 43, and asking to find the sum of 20 terms. And A20 equals to 43 also they have given. So but what is my suggestion is, already arithmetic series they have given, children, means we can easily find the values of A, B, and n values 20 because we wanted to find the sum of 20 terms. And consider sum finding formula Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. A value is 5, children, and D value 7 minus 5 is 2, and n value is 20. Now substitute all these values in the formula what I said. So we get answer 480. That is option D is correct. Next, let's see the question number 4. 25th term of the arithmetic progression 3, 8, 13, 18 so on is. So 25th term they are asking, and here they have given arithmetic progression. So given options are 25, 123, 128, 80. So anyhow they have given arithmetic progression, children. So we can easily find A value. What would be A value here? That is 3. And D value is 8 minus 3, that is 5. So A is 3 and D is 5. And N value is 25. So 25th term we can write it by using nth term finding formula An is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. Otherwise, if you want to save the time, better you use the formula A plus 24D. So in that quickly you can get the answer. So for this question, answer is 123. Option B is correct. Next, question number 5. Sum of the first 30 odd natural numbers. So don't confuse, children. It is not 30 natural numbers. 30 odd natural numbers. So given options are 300, 600, 150, 900. So for this, first you wanted to write an AP. So AP for this is 1, 3, 5, so on. So hence A value is 1, D value is 2, and N value is 30. Substitute all these formulas in sum finding formula, that is Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So it gives the answer 900. Next, let us see another question, children. In the figure, secant of the circle with center O is. Options are XY, OP, MN, AB. So here, see the first option, XY. So XY is chord, children. It is not secant. OP is radius. Next, third option is MN. Yes, MN is secant because it is a line intersecting circle at two different points. And AB is tangent. They have not asked to identify the tangent, hence here the correct option is C, that is MN. Let's take another question. From an external point, two tangents are drawn to a given circle. If length of one of them is 8 cm, then the length of other is. Very simple question, children. So from an external point to a circle, we can be drawn two tangents, and both the tangents length will be equal. So here one tangent length is 8 cm means another tangent length also will be 8 cm. Option C is correct for us. Next, let us see another one. In a given circle, so actually there is no circle, children. The angle between the tangent and radius at point of contact is. So this is the first theorem in circle chapter. So the angle between tangent and radius at point of contact is always 90 degree. It means tangent drawn at point of contact with radius is perpendicular to the radius. So that concept. So next, question number 9, children. In two similar triangles, if the ratio of corresponding sides is 3:4, then the areas of these triangles are in the ratio. See, this kind of problem is repeated in almost all districts model question paper, hence very important. So here corresponding side of similar triangles is given. So that is 3:4. And they are asking areas of these triangle ratios. I already said in earlier videos, and now also I am repeating, when corresponding sides given and asking to find ratio of their triangles, in that case you have to find square of the given ratios. So your given ratio is 3:4, children. This is 3:4. So find the square of 3, that is 9, and square of 4 is 16. Hence option C is correct. So in case areas given and asking to find corresponding sides means, in that case you wanted to find the root of the given values. Next, let us see another question. In a right angle triangle, if length of the perpendicular sides are 3 cm and 4 cm, then the length of the hypotenuse is. You know that in a right angle triangle, one hypotenuse will be there, and other two sides we can call it as perpendicular with respect to one another. So those two sides measurement they have given, means other than hypotenuse, other two sides measurement given 3 cm and 4 cm. Then what would be hypotenuse value? If you know the Pythagorean triplets, easily you can come to know the answer for this. So 3, 4 and 5, these are Pythagorean triplets. Hence for this question, 5 is right answer. See, in almost all district question paper, there is a problem on Pythagorean triplets. That may from the triangle chapter or circle chapter or surface area and volume chapter. They may ask from any chapter. So next, question number 11. In the figure, to state triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, the similarity criterion used is. Observe the figure properly. So before that, let's see the options, children. Option A is AAA, option B is SSS, option C is SAS, and option D is ASA. It means here they have given two triangles and both are similar. We wanted to show. So which criteria you can be used? So observe the triangle ABC. In that, angle A is 60 degree, angle B is 80 degree. We don't know angle C. So you find off angle C, children, by using angle sum property of a triangle. So 60 plus 80 is how much? That is 140 degree. Then angle C should be 40 degree, because in a triangle 3 angle sum should be 180 degree. Next, come to triangle PQR. In that case, find PA angle here. So 80 plus 40 is 120. So angle P should be 60 degree. Now angle A equals to angle P, because both are equals to 60 degree. Angle B equals to angle Q, both are equals to 80 degree. Angle C equals to angle R, both are equals to 40 degree. Hence these two triangles are congruent under AAA similarity criterion. It means option A is correct for this. Next, let us take another question, children. In the figure, DE parallel to BC, then AD by DB is equals to, look at the figure. So here ABC is a triangle in that DE is parallel to BC. And here they are asking about AD by DB ratio. It means you wanted to use Thales theorem concept. So here AD means this side. So AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. So where is that option? So option A is BD by AD. So it is wrong. It cannot be suitable to the given ratio. BC by DE, that is also not suitable. CE by AE also not suitable, children, because they given in reverse form. Option D is AE by CE. Yes, this is the correct one. So option D is right answer for this question. Next, let us take another problem, children. In the figure, QR equals to 24 centimeter, NR equals to 4 centimeter, and MN equals to 6 centimeter. Then the length of PQ is, given options are 16 meter, 36 meter, 1 meter, 42 meter, and it is the given figure. So which concept do you use? You wanted to use corollary of BPT theorem. So take the ratios like QR by NR, PQ by MN, and substitute the given values and simplify. You will get the answer option B, that is 36 meter. Next, let us see another problem, children. If two lines represent the pair of linear equations intersect each other. So your lines are intersecting. So intersecting lines means it has exactly one solution. So then the pair of equations is, the first one is dependent consistent pair. Today also in the class I have discussed about this. So B, inconsistent pair. Option C, consistent pair having no solutions. See, dependent consistent pair means it is for coincident lines which has many solutions, and inconsistent pair means which don't have the solution, means for parallel lines, but here they clearly said they are intersecting each other, means it has a solution. Hence option C, consistent pair it is. Next, let us see the another question, children. Question number 15. The lines representing the pair of equations 2x plus 3y minus 9 equals to 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 18 equals to 0. So it means here they are given two pair of linear equations in two variables. Now we have to say for these equations what kind of lines we get if we draw the graph. So for that I already told you, and you are familiar in solving these kind of the problems. Here we wanted to find the ratios of A1 by A2. So first let us find A1 by A2. 2 by 4 will get, 2 by 4 is nothing but 1 by 2. And next B1 by B2 means 3 by 6 will get again 1 by 2. Next C1 by C2 we get minus 9 by minus 18, again 1 by 2. It means all ratios are equal. When all ratios are equal, these will be coincident lines. Hence here option D is correct. Next, let us see the another question, children. In the adjoining graph, it means here they have given one graph. The solution to the pair of equation representing the lines. Given options are 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 3, 0. Now observe the graph properly, children, and here you wanted to identify the exact solution. So for that you have to draw a perpendicular line from the point where the lines are intersecting to x-axis. So it means x value will be 1, and the same perpendicular line you have to draw on y-axis, means another perpendicular line, not the same perpendicular line. So one line on x-axis, one line on y-axis. So x value will be 1 and y value will be 2. Hence the correct option is A. Next, question number 17. The solution for the pair of equations x plus y equals to 5 and x minus y equals to 1 is. The given options are x equals to 4, y equals to 1, x equals to 2 and y equals to 3, x equals to 3 and y equals to 2, x equals to 2 and y equals to 1. It means here two equations they have given, children, and they are going to ask the values of x and y. So what will you do for this? So you wanted to solve these two equations by elimination method, or else you can be solved by using trial and error method also. So my suggestion, directly go through elimination method, you will quickly get off the answer. So plus y and minus y get cancelled, add x to x, you will get 2x. So 2x is equals to 5 plus 1 is 6. So 2 1s are and 2 3s are 6. So x value you will get 3 and y value obviously will be 2. So because 3 plus 2 only will give 5 and 3 minus 2 gives 1. So here the correct option is C. Next, let us see the another question, children. Question number 18. So while constructing a pair of tangents to a given circle such that the angle between the tangents to be 60 degree, it means angle between tangent is given, then the measure of angle between radii is. So in every district model question paper, this kind of problem is repeated. I mean, angle between the tangents and angle between the radii. So you keep it in the mind, the sum of angle between the tangents and angle between the radii is 180 degree. It means supplementary angles, otherwise two right angles, otherwise right angle. You can call it in any manner. So here angle between the tangent is 60 degree, therefore angle between the radii should be 120 degree. Option D is right. Next, let us take question number 19. Children, morning in Davangere district question paper, I have explained this question number 19. The same question they have asked here. In the figure, the triangle A-BC- is constructed similar to the triangle ABC. Means first triangle ABC is constructed, then triangle A-B and C- is constructed. It means what triangle we required, that is smaller than the given triangle. It means in that case numerator value will be smaller than the denominator. Now see, the given options are 4 by 5, 1 by 5, 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 is obviously wrong because numerator is greater, and option D is 1 by 4. So for that, carefully observe the figure, children. See, after constructing the 5 arcs on the line BX, we will join B5 to C, isn't it? Therefore, in our scale factor, means in the given ratio, there should be 5. So in option A and option B, 5 is present. Yes, I'll agree. Next, another line on which point they constructed. They constructed on B4. Hence, the numerator should be 4, not 1. If they constructed at B1, numerator will be 1. Hence, in this case, option B goes wrong. Option D is obviously wrong because we don't have 5 in numerator as well as in the denominator. Because we constructed 5 arcs on the line BX, it has to be X actually. So therefore, here option A is correct, children, 4 by 5. Next, let us take another question here. If the roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 are real and equal. So standard form of the quadratic equation is given, and they clearly said here they are having real and equal roots. Then what could be the option? So option A is b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Option B is b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Option C is b square minus 4ac equals to 0. Option D is b square minus 4ac is equal or greater than 0. So option D is obviously wrong. We don't have any such kind of categories in our discriminant things. So they clearly said here real and equal. So real and equal means discriminant should be equal to 0. Discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac equals to 0. Hence option C is correct. Next, let us see another question, children. Question number 21. Quadratic equation among the following is. So option A, x square plus 2x is equals to x square minus 3. This cannot be quadratic equation. You know why? On both the side x square is present, children. So x square and x square will get cancelled. So finally we will get 2x is equals to minus 3. So it is not a quadratic equation. So option B, x square minus 3 equals to 0. Yes, so it is example for quadratic equation. But term bx is missed. That is not a problem for us. So highest degree has to be 2. So highest degree is there. Hence option B is correct. So anyhow, let's see the option C also. See, x square is present on both the sides. On left hand side also there and right hand side also is there. Obviously x square and x square will get cancelled, hence it cannot be quadratic equation. Similarly, come for the option D. X square plus 3x plus 1 equals to x minus 2 whole square. So here right hand side is in the algebraic identity form a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square means apply there, you will get it that x square minus 4x plus 4 you will get it. So there also x square and x square will get cancelled on both the sides. So that also doesn't give quadratic equation. Hence the correct option is B, children. So question number 22. Roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 10x plus 25 is equals to 0 is. The options are minus 5, plus 5, plus 5 and minus 5, and option D is 0. So here we wanted to write the roots of this quadratic equation, children. So roots in the sense you wanted to solve this equation and you wanted to find the factors. Means x value you wanted to find. So usually you know what the children will do here for this problem. They keep it in the mind the quadratic equation has two roots, and directly they will go for plus 5 and minus 5. That's wrong. Actually you wanted to solve the thing here. So split the middle term, children. So 10x we can write it as 5x plus 5x and simplify this. So x value you will get it. I mean two answers only you will get it. In both the cases x value will be minus 5 only. Hence here the correct option is A, minus 5. Question number 23. The formula used to find the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a is not equals to 0 is. It means you wanted to write quadratic equation formula. See, option A is x is equals to minus b. So here minus b is not there. Hence obviously option A is wrong. No need to see other things. Minus b only not there. So option B is x is equals to minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So everything is perfect along with their signs. So option B is right. Anyhow, let's say option C, minus b plus is there. There is no plus or minus symbol. Both the symbols should be there. Hence option C is wrong. Move on to the D one. So x is equals to minus b, minus is there. So plus is missed. Hence option A, C, D are wrong. The right one is B. Next, question number 24. The distance to a point P x comma y from the origin is. It means you wanted to write distance finding formula from the origin. So this problem also repeated in many district question paper, children. Important one. See the options here. So root x plus y whole square, wrong it is. So root x minus y whole square also wrong. And root x square minus y square also wrong. So option D is correct. Then root x square plus y square is correct. And in one question paper they have asked like instead of x comma y they asked as alpha and beta. In that case it will be root alpha square plus beta square. So next, question number 25, children. The coordinates of the midpoints of the line joining the points A 2, 3 and B minus 4, 1 is. The given options are 1, 2, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 4. Children, understand the problem in correct way. So what they are saying is we have to find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line joining the points A and B. Means A coordinates given, B coordinates given. We have to find the midpoint coordinates. It means section formula you have to use, and in section formula second one you wanted to use. So that is x comma y is equals to x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2. Use that formula and substitute the values and you will get answer for this is minus 1, 2. So that is option C is correct. Let's see another question. Area of triangle with vertices P0, 6, Q0, 2 and R2, 0. So every model question paper it is repeated, children. Not same problem, same kind of the problem it is repeated. Means there is a problem on area of triangle finding formula. So here the given options are 4 square unit, 0, 8 square unit, 6 square units. So it means first you wanted to remember area of the triangle finding formula, children. So that is area of triangle is equals to half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So take that formula and substitute all these values and find the value, so that you will get it 8 square units. So it means option C is correct too. Next, let us find the answer of 27th question. The distance between the points A2, 4 and B6, 1 is. So distance finding formula you wanted to use. So 2 points they have given. So options are 25 units, 5 units, root 5 units and 7 units. So what is distance finding formula, children? So that is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Keep it in the mind. This formula we can be written like this also. Root over x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So however we can be written this one. So substitute these values in the formula, children, and it gives the answer is 5 units. So that is option B is right. Let's take another question. In the figure, value of tan A is. So look at the figure. So all sides measurement of a right angle triangle has been given. So tan A means A is a reference angle. If A is a reference angle which is a perpendicular, means opposite side. So BC is opposite side and BA is what? Base. It means adjacent side. So tan ratio is perpendicular by base. So that is 4 by 3. So correct option here is C, 4 by 3. Next, let us take another question. If 2 sin theta equals to 1, then the value of angle theta is. See here 2 is on left side, children. That 2 transfer to the right side. So we will get 1 by 2. So sin theta equals to 1 by 2. Now for what angle of sine? The value is 1 by 2. So obviously that is 30 degree. Hence option D is correct. D, 30 degree. Next, question number 30. Value of cosec 30 degree minus sec 60 degree is. So then keep it in the mind. I mean, we have a table, trigonometric values for specific angles. So from that table, definitely one question will be there. So hence you learn of all the values of the table very well. Easy will be there it is. So here cosec 30 degree value is how much, children? That is 2. Sec 60 degree value is how much? That is also 2. Then 2 minus 2 is what? 0. So option B is correct answer. Let's take another problem, children. Question number 31. 1 plus tan square A by 1 plus cot square A equals to. Options are sec square A, cos square A, cot square A, tan square A. As you look at the problem, are you remembering anything? What actually are you remembering? See, if you see the numerator 1 plus tan square A, you will remember the second trigonometric identity. So 1 plus tan square A is equals to what? Sec square A. So sec square A, write it in the numerator. And in the denominator 1 plus cot square A, in that place we can write it as cosec square A. Now what you have? Sec square A by cosec square A you have. So sec square A is the reciprocal of cos, isn't it? So therefore 1 by cos square A whole divided by cosec square A is the reciprocal of sine. So hence we can write 1 by sine square. Now take the reciprocal for the denominator. So finally we get sine square A by cos square A. So sine square A by cos square A directly we can write off as tan square A. Hence option D is correct for this problem, children. I repeat again, option D, tan square A is correct one. Next, question number 32. So same kind of the problem we have solved morning in Davangere district, children. So tip of a tower is observed from a point 30 meter away from its base on the ground. Means a point from the foot of the tower is 30 meter. If the angle of elevation is 45 degree, then the height of the tower we wanted to find. So for this you wanted to draw right angle triangle and base you mention it as 30 meter and angle of elevation is 45 degree and we need to find height of the tower. So which ratio we will use? So base is given and they are asking perpendicular. So perpendicular by base is related to what? Tan. So tan 45 value is how much? That is 1. So 1 is equals to height divided by 30. So therefore height we will get 30. So option A is correct. Next, question number 33. volume of a cube of edge 3 centimeter is. So we need to find the volume of cube. So edge measurement is given, that is 3 centimeter. So what is the volume of cube finding formula, children? That is A cube. If the side is A, it is A cube. If the side is L, it is L cube. So whatever you can take, I mean any variable you can take. So 3 cube you wanted to find. So 3 cube means that is 27. And moreover, very important thing is unit. So you are finding volume, children. So volume unit will be cubic units. So here measurement is in centimeter, hence centimeter cube. Option B is correct, children. So option C, there is 27, but its unit is centimeter square. So obviously 27 centimeter square is wrong. The correct one is 27 centimeter cube. Next, let us see another question, children. A cylinder and a cone, so this kind of one also we have seen, are of same height and same radii of their bases. Means there is a cylinder and cone. So both height and radii are same. If the volume of cylinder is 924 centimeter cube, so volume of cylinder is given, then the volume of the cone is, you keep it in the mind, volume of the cone is 1/3 times less than the volume of the cylinder, and volume of the cylinder is 3 times greater than the volume of the cone. But here volume of cylinder is given, so 924 divide by 3 you do it, because volume of cone is 1/3 times less than volume of cylinder. So as you divide 924 by 3, how much you will get? That is 308. Hence option B is correct, children. Next, question number 35. If the slant height of a frustum of a cone is 4 cm, slant height is given L, and radii of its two similar ends are 5 cm and 2 cm, means radius of both the circular ends is given. So one end is 5 cm and another end is 2 cm. Means greater circle radii is 5, smaller circle radius is 2 cm. Then its curved surface area. So curved surface area frustum finding formula, that is pi into R1 plus R2 into L. So take that formula, substitute the values of pi, R1, R2 and L. It gives answer, that is 88 centimeter square. Option A is correct. Next, question number 36, children. So same question repeated in Davangere question paper, and same kind of one, but area is given and asked to find the radius of the same measurement. Yesterday we solved. So surface area of sphere of radius is 7 centimeter. So we need to find area of the sphere. So whenever simply they have mentioned as surface area, children, so in that case you wanted to find total surface area only. So here we wanted to use the formula of TSA of sphere. So TSA of sphere is 4 pi r square. So r value substitute at 7. So it gives the answers option C, that is 616 centimeter square. Next, question number 37, children. A container is made by surmounting a cylinder of height h centimeter. So cylinder height is given, children, that is h centimeter, on the base of hemisphere as shown in the figure. As you look at the figure, easily you will come to know that. So there is a cylinder over the hemisphere. If the radii of bases of both the cylinders and hemisphere are r centimeter, so it means radius of cylinder and radius of sphere is same. Then the curved surface area of the container. So in this question they directly asked curved surface area. So it means curved surface area of a cylinder and curved surface area of a hemisphere we wanted to use. In case they would have asked like total surface area of this container, in that case also you wanted to find CSA only, because top is opened and the bottom of the cylinder and the plane surface of the hemisphere we couldn't touch. I hope you got it. So here CSA of a cylinder finding formula, so that is 2 pi RH. CSA of hemisphere finding formula, that is 2 pi r square. So take both the formula, add, and before adding take the common factor. So it gives the answer option D, 2 pi r into r plus h centimeter square. Option G is correct for this problem. Next, question number 38, children. The measure of central tendency, that gives the middlemost value of the data. So what are the central tendency measurement? So we have 3: mean, median, mod, and middlemost scores given by median. Mean means we are going to find the average. Midpoint means we can see midpoint, otherwise the class mark of the class intervals. So mod means the score which repeated maximum number of times. So here they are asking middlemost value, hence median. So question number 39, in a class test the total marks scored by all the students is 1875, and if its mean is 75, then the number of students in the class is. So this problem we wanted to solve on mean finding formula for ungrouped data. Means formula is x bar is equals to sigma x divided by n. So here sigma x is given 1875 and mean value is given 75. So we need to find number of students, means n value. So take the formula what I said, x bar is equals to sigma x divided by n, substitute the values. So to find the number of students, n is equals to, we get sigma x divided by x bar. It means 1875 divided by 75. So it gives the answer is 25. So option B is correct. Question number 40. The formula used to find the mod of the grouped data with the usual notations is. So mod finding formula we wanted to write. So here there is no mod finding formula correctly. So I guess option A would have been correct, but here in the place of F2 it should be F0, but something went wrong here. So all options are wrong. So when all options are wrong, my suggestion is you don't leave in that case. You have to attend the question. If any answer is wrong, don't leave off. Attend the question. Tick for anything. I mean shade for any circle. So simply you don't come off just like that. So mod finding formula actually is what? L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So that is mod finding formula. Dear students, I hope you had got answers of this question paper. So sit and practice all the problems and try to find the solution by yourself. Almost all problems I have already explained in my videos. So if you have not watched those videos, kindly go back and watch all those videos. Definitely it will be helpful for your examination. And in the next class we come up with another question paper. Until then, take care. Bye. See you soon.